Hey guys, how's it going? Coach Sam here with Hot Shot Sports. Of course, alongside me behind the camera is Coach Matt. Welcome back to another Facebook Live Monday morning. A little bit overcast, but nice enough to be outside. Today we are going to continue baseball. We started baseball last week, and we're going to continue where we left off with baseball this week. The plan today is we're going to go over some review of some throwing. We're going to work on kind of combining fielding ground balls and throwing at the same time. And then Coach Matt is going to introduce base running and hitting and base running. So he's going to do a little hitting tutorial, little base running tutorial. So it's my job to get your guys' heart rate up a little bit because Matt's second part is more of a kind of a learning activity. Okay? So all you need is, if you have a bat, that's great. Glove, that would be great. Some type of ball to throw, and then some type of place marker to mark off bases. And if you want to comment below on something that you did over the weekend, feel free to, and Coach Matt will shout you out. We will get started right now. Our first thing we're going to do is we're going to kind of do this stretch exercise that really helps your arm when you're throwing. So whatever arm you throw with, I throw with my right, you're going to put your arm like this, kind of like you're throwing, but instead of having it back here, you're going to have it here, and you're just going to sway back and forth like this with your shoulder and your elbow right there. Get a nice stretch in, go back and forth, get your arm ready to go. It's really important whenever you're playing a sport like baseball or football that you really stretch out your arm before you throw, or else you're going to aggravate it and get sore, and you can have problems later on. So it's really important you take care of your arm at an early age. Good. And okay, awesome job. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to put our right arm across our body, or your throwing arm across your body, and you're going to hold it right there. You're going to hold it right there. Just like that. Oh, man. Feels good. I played some baseball on Saturday. My arm's a bit stiff. Good job, good job. Okay, good. Now you're going to put it over the top. And awesome work. Extend. Good, good, good. Awesome. Now we're just going to do it with our other arm too. You want to keep it balanced. So get your weak arm across your body. Hope people were able to get out on Saturday, because yesterday was not a day to go outside. In fact, I didn't go outside the entire day.
The creek's got extra water today too?
Yeah, my backyard in my apartment. Whew, water's overflowing. Good job, awesome work. Should be stretched out. 3, 2, 1, good. Okay, now we're gonna get our legs going a little bit. We're gonna do 3 sets of 10 jumping jacks to get our legs going and get our body going, okay? We'll take about a 5-second break in between, okay? Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Take a little breather, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Awesome. Take a little breather. And 2, job. 5, 6. Awesome. Good work. Okay. What we're going to do now is I want you to pick up your ball, pick up your glove. Okay? Pick up your ball, pick up your glove. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to review some throwing, okay? Then we're going to get into fielding ground balls, picking them up, and throwing at the same time, okay? And then we're in different versions of that. So when we throw the baseball, okay, what we do, okay, is if we throw with our right hand, we are going to step with our opposite foot. So right hand, left foot, step, point to where you're throwing, get it extended, reach for the sky. We got an airplane coming. and then you're gonna throw. Coach, I'm gonna throw it to you, okay? So you're here, step, point, throw. Just like that, okay? Let's get 5 of those. Ready? Step, point, throw. If you want, you can kind of do it slow so you get the hang of it. So you can do it one by one. Step, point, throw. Okay? All together it looks like this. 2 more. Get that arm extended. Last one. Good. Awesome work, okay? Now, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna review fielding a ground ball and then picking it up, stepping and throwing at the same time, okay? Picking it up, stepping and throwing at the same time, okay? So coach is gonna throw me one. So watch, I'm gonna go slow first, ball comes, field, step, throw. Now, when you're fielding a ground ball, it's important that you have to take a little bit of a gather step. So watch. I can't just get it here, step, and throw, because there's going to be a runner coming, and I'm going to have to get some momentum and velocity behind my throw. So when I field the ball first, I kind of take a little bit of a gather step. Okay, in the outfield, it's called a crow hop. Okay, sorry, my phone was ringing. In the outfield, it's called a crow hop. In the infield, it's called just a gather step. Okay, so watch. I'm going to go slow. Ball comes, field, right to left to step and throw. If you're a lefty, it's the exact opposite. Left to right, step and throw. So we're gonna do 5 of these. Okay, here, nice and easy. Here, make sure you're in a ready position, nice and low. Good. Good. Okay, now, next thing we're gonna work on. This is still a review. We're almost getting to the next part. Is if the ball's thrown and it's side to side on the ground. Side to side on the ground, okay? So if it's side to side on the ground, that could be a little bit tricky, right? So I'm gonna show you what to do with your footwork, okay? I'm gonna show you what to do with your footwork. So let's see where coach throws it. He throws it this way. I get over there, side to side, get in front, and then use your momentum to come through the ball. So I'm gonna stand back a little bit, coach. Make sure I'm in the shot. Okay. Here, side to side, come through the ball. Okay, come through the ball. Okay, 2 more. Come through the ball, just like that. Okay, just like that. Good. All the way to the side, tough hop. Come through the ball. Okay, and then the last one we're going to work on before we get into our next review. The last one we're going to work on is we are going to work on charging the ball and how you come through that, okay? So if I'm all the way back here, if I'm playing the infield, and the ball comes, wait, hold on. The ball comes, I'm gonna run, and I have to go through the ball to make sure that I get the runner. Because if I just wait for the ball to get to me, which some of you guys do when you're growing up and playing, the runner's gonna be safe at first, okay? So I have to make sure I bust through the ball so I can get my runner if it's hit slowly, okay? So watch how I do this, okay? Watch how I do it. So I'm going to go 1 slow, and then we're going to make it kind of a speed thing. We're going to do it 5 times. So this is a practice one. Watch. Ball comes slowly, come through the ball, throw it a little faster, and go through. Okay? So I'm here. Boom. Just right through the ball like that. Okay? We're going to do this 5 times. 5 times through the ball. You guys do it at home. Make sure you throw it to your partner, and then we'll move on to some fly balls. Okay? Okay, come and charge it through the ball. Now, to be honest with you, this is the one scenario where you don't have to use 2 hands and an alligator to field the ball, because you're on the move and it could slow you down. But if you still want to make sure it's safe, that's fine, like I'm doing, but I'm gonna stop using my other hand just so you see how it's really supposed to look, okay? It's here. Just like that, okay? 3 more good ones. Okay? 2 more, 2 more. Good. 1 more. Good, awesome job. Okay, now, last thing we're gonna work on is we are going to work on catching fly balls and what I was talking about earlier, kind of a crow hop to make sure you throw the ball, okay? So the first thing that you want to work on when you're catching a pop fly, okay, is your glove position, okay? Your guys' glove position. A lot of you, when you're growing up in the game, you guys like to catch the ball like this, okay? Which sometimes can be dangerous, okay? You want to make sure that if the ball is above your waist, so coach, throw me one above my waist, right here. You want to have it here to protect your face. You want your glove to be up in a kind of a backhanded format. Because what happens is, throw me the same one, if you throw it like that, it can get really tricky, okay? And it can hit you in the chest, it can hit you in the face. You want to protect your face, okay? So that's what the first thing we're going to work on with catching fly balls. Right here, 2 hands, just like that, okay? Just like that, that's how it looks. Okay, throw me a little bit higher. Here, ball's there, just like that. I'm catching it out in front of my body, it's over my head. Now there are scenarios where you might have to use, you know, your ground ball form like that. That's fine, as long as it's below your waist, okay? A couple more, here, perfect, okay? One more, perfect. One more good one. Here, got it, good, okay? The other thing that you want to make sure you do with fly balls, if you're playing in the infield or outfield, is call it. Make sure your teammates know that you have the ball so you avoid a collision, okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to combine that with throwing, okay? So it's really important, if you're a little bit advanced and catching fly balls is easy for you, it's very important that you learn how to catch the ball and get momentum behind it so you can make a good throw in. So you don't ever want to catch the ball flat-footed. So if you catch the ball like this, for example, okay, I'm in a position where I can't throw the ball in. So if there's a guy or girl on third base, right, they're going to tag up and score because I'm not going to be able to make a strong throw out of this. You want to make sure you catch the ball, it's in front of you, you come on in and make a good, strong throw. Okay, so coach is going to give me 5 pop flies. I'm going to show you guys how to get behind the ball, that's really what it's called, and get my momentum through it, okay, and you guys can try it along with me, okay? So I'm going to be really far back, watch me here, ball's in the air, I'm behind it, boom, and then I get into what's called a crow hop. That's a little advanced, we're not going to get there today, but I get behind the ball and make a good, strong throw, just like I do when I'm charging the ball on the ground. You just want to have your momentum coming through the ball so you can make a good, strong throw into your teammate. Ball's there, behind the ball, good strong throw, okay? And go ahead, ball's there, got it, boom. There's boom again, boom, boom, boom. 2 more, oh, gotta charge that, ah! Good. Okay, 1 more. Got it. Good. Awesome job. Okay. There you go. So those are things that you guys can work on at home, right? You have your ground balls, okay? It's almost steps in baseball. So first you need to learn the basics. If you don't know the basics yet, it's no problem. The basics, here you go, coach. Basics with ground balls, you're in a ready position, ball comes, just work on doing this. Boom. That's fine, okay? If you have that down really easy, the next thing you work on is ground ball. This time you field and then make a good, strong throw. If you're feeling really good about that, work on balls that are charging, and then you can just work on catching the ball. Nice and easy, okay? Baseball's like the easiest game to practice with a friend. Just play a little catch, back and forth. Work on different parts of your glove, your angle. Here, 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 here. The more you practice, the more you get the hang of it, just like any other sport, okay? Coach Matt's gonna go over some hitting and some base running type stuff with you for the last 15 or so minutes. Grab a drink and he'll come on right in.
Good morning, guys. Coach Matt here. Happy Monday. Coach Sam's gonna make sure the base is in the shot for me so
Yep.
we can see.
Yep.
Great. All right, so all you guys need is a bat today. Any sort of bat. You could use a wiffle ball bat. You could use anything, and if you don't have a home plate, you don't need to have this kind of shape, right? If you have a little plate like this, great. Use a shirt, even great. Use a pillow. It all works. Just so you get your right positioning when you're standing in front of a plate or a shirt or a pillow you guys use at home, okay? We're gonna move on to hitting. Hitting is one of the most fun things about baseball. You know, you got guys hitting really big home runs. You guys got bat flipping nowadays in 2020. We got a lot going on here with baseball, okay? So I'm just gonna teach you guys the right way to stand at home plate and, you know, the correct swing, just very slow motion and basic for you younger guys. And a lot of you guys that are watching this that are younger are just starting to learn to hit off a tee, right? So I don't have a tee here today, but you can do the same motions while putting a wiffle ball on the tee or anything like that, okay? So let's get right started in the motions here. Okay, you see my home plate here. When you stand at home plate, you guys think you should stand right on top of it like this?
This is
ready to hit?
This is really important, guys, where you stand.
No.
Remember last week I said that.
Not like this, guys. You're way too close to the plate, because if you see this end of this plate here, that would be called a strike. And if you're standing here, how are you going to hit a ball that's really coming at you like this, right? Because we're not golfing. So when you're here at the plate, you want to make sure you have enough room. Look where I am right here. You guys see this in the shot here? Look how much room I have. I'm not too close, but I'm also not too far, because if my bat reaches, this should be a good angle, coach. If my bat's reaching out here, guess where that bat is? Right to the end of the plate, right here. So if there's a ball coming on the outside, I can still reach it standing right here, okay? And a lot of you guys, when you get to the plate as well, the younger guys, they like to stand really close to the plate like this. Same positioning, I'm in a good spot, but am I in a good spot at the plate right now? No, because I am way too close to the pitcher, and when that ball's coming in, there's number 2.
No, 3.
Number 3. When I'm standing this close to the pitcher, guys, that ball's going to come in, and I'm not going to have enough time to react to it, right? Because that ball's coming right here. But if I take that extra step back to kind of this corner of the plate, I'm going to have more time to hit that ball and react to those pitches coming in from the pitcher's hands, right? So that's where I want you guys to stand, always right here. Right where that triangle is at the back, that's where your front foot should be, and your back foot should be here. If you guys are playing in leagues, they actually have these white squares in the dirt that's called the batter's box. So you guys can stand in that batter's box. You can't stand out of the box or on the line. You got to be inside that box. But most good hitters are standing back in the box, so that ball has more time to react when it comes in, okay? So if you're going to take one thing with this lesson from hitting today, look where your positioning is in the back of the box. I'm here, my knees are bent, and we'll get into our swing now, okay? That's the first key to hitting. Back of the box, and your bat's got to make sure it's hitting the outside corners. That's what's called the play, okay? And now we're getting to the fun part, swinging and hitting, right? So I'm finding my spot in the back of the box, my knees are bent, and I'm looking at the pitcher, right? If I'm batting like this, your hands should not be, look at my legs, they're straight as a pencil. Does that really look athletic for me to hit like this? Just to swing like this? No, my knees are bent, and I'm here, okay? Once you start getting more comfortable with your swing, you can hold your bat anywhere. You guys, there's some crazy baseball players, guys, some major league players that's held the bat up here before. There's guys that hold their bat here before, here. Wherever you're comfortable with your swing is where you should hold that bat. So if you watch Coach Matt here, my swing, I'm right here, elbow up, my back elbow's up, and my bat's waiting on my shoulder, okay? I'm not one of those crazy hitters that start here, wherever. I'm just in a comfortable spot for me. I'm right at that back shoulder, elbow up, eyes right on the pitcher, nose right at the pitcher. Does this look like a more athletic stance than this? Or like this, right? So find your spot, and we're here, okay? We're locked in. Knees are bent, right to the outside corner, elbow up, I'm ready to hit, right? So now let's get into our hitting. If you guys watched with us last week, Coach Sam, towards the end of class, did a little preview of some hitting. So now we're gonna get into that step, and we're gonna get into that through, and we're gonna get to our back leg, okay? I know it's a lot of instructions today, but this is really important stuff that you guys can do at home to work on your hitting, okay? So let's get into that. We're in our stance. We're here, bats up, elbow up, locked in on the pitcher. Good, okay? First step we're gonna be doing is we're gonna have our weight kind of on our back leg, right? Because you wanna be exploding to the ball. So if you're here, the first move is here. Look at all my weight. All my weight's on my back leg, so I'm ready to explode it and throw all my weight back to my front leg, right?
Coach Matt's using one of our bats that we use with you guys. He hasn't turned into the Hulk. It's just a small bat.
Hot Shot Sports logo right there. We got to represent the brand, you know what I'm saying? All right, so we're here. Okay, first thing, we're gonna load our weight. Our weight's back, good. We're on our back leg. The next step is gonna be our front step, right? You don't wanna go too far, so that's called lunging. You guys have seen those stretches we do in our gym class like this? Our lunges, you do not wanna lunge in baseball. You're gonna lose all your momentum, and when you swing and lunge, guess what you're doing? You're grounding to third and short every single time. Okay, so we don't wanna lunge. We're here, loading up, stepping, and throwing our hands to the baseball, and finishing right here. If you look at my stance right here, look at this letter here, it kind of looks like the letter A, right? My knees bent back here, my foot straight here, and all my weight was going forward with my swing, okay? I'm gonna do a couple fast ones, and then we'll get back to our slow motions, so you guys get the feel for how this works, okay? Like I said, this is just for beginners learning how to hit, okay? We're not going too advanced here, just kind of the basics to get your swing down so you're ready to play T-ball, coach pitch, whatever you guys are doing, you know, hopefully this summer, all right? So we're back at our stance. We're here. We're up, we're weight, we're step, we're through. Head down, bat finished. You guys notice how my head was down the whole time. I didn't look up at the ball, and my bat finished all the way across. Let's do one more here. We're here, out, step, through, head down, in, bat, finished, okay? The last step we're gonna make sure you guys work on as well is our back foot, okay? I learned this when I was younger from one of my hitting instructors. Squish the bug, okay? You're gonna pretend that there's a bug back there in the batter's box, right behind that plate, and when you're loading here, you're here, your back, look at my back foot. The first thing it does, that's how I was taught as a kid, is I'm here, boom, look at my back foot. It's squishing the bug back there, so all my weight can transfer to my front leg, and my momentum are going right through my hands, right to the baseball, okay? Let's get one more, and we'll get into our base running today, because this is a good hitting lesson for you guys just learning at home. We're in our stance. Remember, we're not too close. Hold out that bat to your outside corner. We're in our stance, elbow up, we're loading, we're stepping, we're through, and look at my back leg again, it's up, because I squished the bug, and my momentum went right through there, okay? That's just a little hitting instruction for you guys to do at home. Work on that, work on your lessons, and we're gonna get into some base running now, okay? Coach Sam's gonna make sure I can see the bases in the shot, and we'll get started, all right? All right. Make sure we can see the shot, Coach. Make a little mini field today.
Home plate's not in.
Okay. Tell me when.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Guys, Coach Matt's gonna go over some base running with you, and then you could just do all this stuff
In.
at home by yourself. Remember, or with a friend or mom or dad. Baseball is the ultimate repetition sport. The more repetition you get, the more practice you get, the better you will become.
All right. We have our mini field here. Move this down a little bit.
Kind of looks cool.
Mini diamond.
Yeah.
If you guys don't have bases, like I said earlier, pillows, shirts work great, just to learn the basics, okay? So we're at home plate, okay? If I was doing some trivia with you guys, or your parents or your family or friends to give you some baseball trivia, and you could maybe make it out of a game called like a baseball scavenger hunt, and you can even put prizes at the different bases to see if you get it right, then you get the prize. So for example, if I was playing for prizes, let's say I was at home and I was playing with pillows or shirts, and I had some like little red cups or something, or some cups, I'd put a piece of candy in there, you know, Reese's, Hershey's, Skittles, whatever it is, and I would put them on the bases, and I would ask whoever I'm training, hey, you know, if let's say I'm training a Todd, hey Todd, which base is first base? And if he gets it right, then he'll get the treat, and remember that where that base is, okay? So we're here, we have our field, okay? Home plate is obviously what this one's called. Now if you guys were with me or Coach Sam in a class, we would say, I want you guys to walk, take a field trip, and find first base, okay? First base is always here, to the right. First base. You guys gotta learn these bases or else you're gonna see kids run backwards, which is not good. This is first base, always right here, okay? We're gonna head on over to second, take a little tour, boom. Second base is always in the middle, right across from the pitcher's mound, which would be here if we were playing on a baseball diamond, and home plate. So we're back on second, we're here. Third is here, and home is here. Now if you're in one of our classes, one of our favorite games we like to do and our kids love playing it is running bases, right? Because kids like to run, kids like to get energy out, like you guys like to get at home. I want you guys to practice running the bases. And your parents or somebody else could time you and see how fast you guys can run around the bases. If you have siblings, race each other and see how fast you can get around those bases, okay? The next instruction with our bases, since we have a little diamond here, is you could also pretend if you're playing that position where you should stand, right? Because if you're playing Little League or T-ball or coach pitch, and your coach says, hey, can you guys go play second base? Does this mean go stand right here? This is not playing second base. This is standing on the base if your team was batting, right? You're standing up. If you're playing second base in a position, you're actually going to stand in between first base and second base. This is where the second baseman would play, right? You see here, it's a kind of a mini field, so it's hard to tell, but right here is in the middle of second base, okay? The most important position, one of the most important positions in baseball, is the shortstop, right? There's not a shortstop base, so it's kind of, they don't play first base, third base. Shortstop would be standing in the middle of second base and third base. That is shortstop. He's kind of the captain of the infield besides the catcher who's playing out there, right? That's where that would be. And same thing with third base. If you're playing third base, you don't stand on the base and wait for the ball. You stand kind of a little bit closer to it, and you're here right next to the shortstop, taking care of this whole side of the infield, just like that, okay? So I want you guys to practice running bases as well when you get some bases, see at what time you get. If you do this, comment down below and see how fast you guys made it around the bases, and tell me and Coach Sam how quick you are, because I know we're stuck inside, so we need to work on that as well, okay? All right, so that was our instruction today. Coach Sam did a great job with fielding ground balls and pop-ups. That's number 4, yeah? That's a good record. Remember when you're doing pop-ups, guys, and you guys are a little younger learning baseball, you guys don't have to use a hard ball at first, because as Coach Sam said earlier, it's kind of scary to have the ball coming at your face, right? That's why he told you to protect the face. Use a softball or use a tennis ball, so if it does accidentally hit you in your face or learn to catch, it doesn't hurt like a hard ball. We did some great hitting instructions. I hope you take this into consideration and running the bases as well. So that is our baseball video for today. Once again, check out our YouTube channel. All of our gym classes and all of our individual sports coaches classes are on there. So happy Monday and have a good week. We'll see you guys on Friday.